What up? What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? What's good, my people? Salute, salute. Good morning to everybody out there. It's your boy, it's your host, man, Ryan from the 6. We in the building with it. Hope everybody's good out there, man. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Salute, salute again to everybody tuning in, man. Make sure you smash that like button when you get in with it. You know what it is, man? We had a decent weekend. I broke it down briefly, but we got some stuff coming up. Some things I didn't talk about. I didn't get to talk about Kaite Taylor. I'll just touch on that quick. First of all, salute to her, man, on her career, everything she has done for women's boxing, man, because she's truly done a lot. I can't wait to see her, do her final farewell, so that she can get that respect that she deserves, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, she's not gonna, or Alicia Baumgartner's not gonna get that fight. So we gotta keep thinking about who she gonna fight next. Maybe she gets Amanda, but Katie's out the picture. Shout out to Kaite Taylor, an awesome career, man. She gonna be one of them ones when you look back at it. Shout out to my brother Mars in the building. What's up? He said early with his salute to the 6. You know what it is, bro. Beautiful, beautiful time in the city, man. Best time to come here right now. Summertime. All the ladies is out. All the day parties is out. They outside, especially they gonna be outside this weekend when the World Cup kick off, man. Oh my goodness. It's already nuts already. You think Rozicki could have continued? Yo, I think he would have continued, but I think they saved him for another day. He took a lot of damage, man. He took a lot of damage. But yeah, I hope he gets back in here not too soon. Maybe like October, November. Yeah, that's when I'd like to see him get back in there. He probably deserved like a month off just to recover, enjoy some of that vacation money that he got now. Go have a nice little vacation. Because to be true, man, Ryan Rozicki, he's been on boots down to the ground his whole career, man. Especially like the last few years, he was mandated to fight the WBC champion Noel. And that guy just kept playing around, bro. He just kept playing around, falling out of fights. And then literally the moment that Ryan Rozicki got injured, this dude gonna say that he not injured so that he could fight Badu Jack for the title, bro. So that dude just didn't want to fight Ryan. And I guess now that Ryan Rozicki has fought in front of the world, you guys can see why that Noel guy didn't want to get in the ring with him. It's just like, it's a tough fight, bro. It's not an easy fight. Not an easy night by any means necessary. My man Trini BX in the building. Shout out to my guy Malcolm. Salute, champ. He said, my man said Rozicki took a crazy beat. Nah, no doubt, bro. He did. He did, bro. He did. But Chris Bellum Smith, though, he showed me at times he didn't want to be really in there with him like that, bro. He go on the ropes and Rozicki be on him, and then he look over at the ref like, yo, help me out, dog. And the ref be jumping in, like splitting them like way apart. Like, yo, he bring him almost back to the center of the ring. So shout out to, like, I'm not mad at it, bro. It is what it is. I'm sure Rozicki, his whole team, they knew they were in enemy territory, so nothing was going to be easy. But salute to my brother Malcolm for 10 months on the membership, bro. Salute to you, champ, man. I didn't really drop any picks because I'm going to be honest, man. My pick was a heart pick this weekend. I picked Rozicki to win. But salute to my man Malcolm, bro. You know what it is. We fam for life.
Oh, you got the hand, man. Because my pay October 12th. See you there, yeah? Come on.
Hey, he's great, Connor.
Yes. Crazy man. Look.
He's
Salute to my guy Malcolm, crazy guy, bro. My man Trini BX, he said, I need these Knicks to win, man. My cuz moves from Trinidad to Toronto. His Raptors get the chip before my Knicks. yeah, that was 2019, bro. A lot of chips fell in place for us, and hopefully that happens with the Knicks, man. It looks that way though. The way their run has been going. Yeah, man. It looks like it's favoring them. So I hope the Knicks win too, man. I always want the East Coast teams to win, bro. The Eastern Conference, because the West Coast, everybody go to the West Coast, man. Nah, we need the East to win, bro. Shout out to Malcolm. He said he's at the gym listening. Salute. I appreciate that. My dude Cyrus in the building. What up, champ? Salute, man. He said top of the morning. Yo, let me open up I think I still got it, bro. Let me open up the Twitter, because I didn't even open it up yet. I'm a goofball for that. Open up Twitter Spaces. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in, man. Ryan Rozicki, he definitely showed a lot of heart, bro. My guy was in there. Yeah, he was in there doing his thing, man. Now, people gonna say his fighting style. Yeah, it's probably not the most durable style, no doubt. But I knew that's how he fights, bro. That's just who he is. That's how he fights, and that's how he comes to the table with it. So I wasn't surprised that he was taking them shots, because that's just who he is. He's not a defensive fighter. He's not a skilled fighter. He's just gonna put his boots down, bro. His lunch pail. He's gonna bring it, and it's gonna be work. It's gonna be work, bro. And you gotta outwill him, essentially, to beat him. And you gotta see that style. It ain't easy to work with, especially Chris Smith. It's not like he's some master boxer, right? Where he can just move, evade, and stuff like that. So even Chris Smith, it looked like at points he was having issues with it. But nah, man. I think Ryan Rozicki, I think he definitely got his stock up in the loss, which sometimes doesn't really happen. But nah, I think he got his stock up in the loss. I think people know who he is now. And I think you'll see more people start to root for him. Even though he lost, man, I think he's must-see TV. He's an action fighter. And I know that's what gets the casual fans going. That's what they want to see: blood, sweat, all that type of stuff. And he is that, bro. So, he's not for the hardcore boxing fans for sure. But I know for the casual fans, he's good for the sport. That's the boxing that the casuals say they always want, man. So I really hope they got it this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I hope they got it, bro. I don't want to hear anybody say that fight wasn't good, because that's all they complain about is action fight. These guys ain't doing enough action. These guys ain't doing enough this, that. That's all they really say, man. That's always their talking points. So I'm just looking at it like, bro, you can't be criticizing anybody right now when they like that, bro, when they doing those type of things. So salute to Ryan Rozicki and Chris Smith too, because it takes something to get in there and deal with that style, bro. That style's not easy to deal with. That's for sure. But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens next with Chris Smith. Because I want to see who he gets to fight next, because, I see Jai Apatai, he's been saying he wanted to fight David Benavidez. So we got to see what Benavidez is doing, because, Benavidez now, they don't want to say it, bro. He getting Canelo treatment these days. He getting Canelo treatment. How the heck he win one fight against Zerto, and then now he got a mandatory spot against Noel McCallan for the WBC, and this guy didn't even fight for a WBC belt. Yo, that's just how you know the game. The game's crazy, bro. But salute to everybody in the building. My man Trini BX said, "Imagine having beef with Rozicki, and you in the elevator with him." Yo, you ain't getting out, bro. You ain't getting out, man. You got beef with that man in the elevator. He gonna pack you up, man. He gonna pack you up. That dude's crazy, man. Shout out to him though. True Canadian. That's real. My man, Trini BX said, never trust a New Yorker rooting against the Knicks. Not even Malcolm. Yo, Malcolm rooting against the Knicks, bro. Ain't you from New York, Malcolm? What the hell? Malcolm said, man, I hate all NY teams. You crazy, bro. That's crazy. I mean, I said, is Billum going for the IBF? I don't think so, Malcolm. I think I just saw like 2 Australian guys. They about to fight for it. I think not even Vidal Riley's fighting for it, and I think he's ranked like number 1 as the man. I don't know if he's the mandatory, but obviously he hasn't been called. But I think he's ranked number 1, Vidal Riley, or number 2. But or is it? Yeah, it might be Chris Smith. Maybe after the Rozicki fight, he might jump Vidal Riley. Because he beat Rozicki, who was I think ranked number 6 in the ring. Yeah, so he might be jumping. You might be right. He might be right up there in that number 1 spot after this weekend. That's for sure, man. That's for sure. But yeah, bro. Gonna drop the links in the chat for y'all. Salute to the Twitter. Be on X Spaces. Also, the Discord link is there. Rozicki, man. Honestly, that's my guy, bro. I never was like, man, this gonna be a skill fight. I was like, bro, this gonna be, and I think I said it to him in the interview. If you guys go watch, I said, bro, I can't wait for the world to see this because I already know what the response is gonna be. Like, dude's just a savage, bro. Just the way he fights. I knew people were gonna be like, God damn, this dude Rozicki, man. And shout out to him because he didn't win the fight. But I could tell you one thing, like they talking about him this morning. They talking about Ryan Rozicki, bro. Chris Smith, he was just in there hugging at points. I was like, yo, this dude. You know what I'm saying? This dude, man. He just in here hugging, but like he did land like a 10-piece. And now I was like, yo, that's insane, bro. My man Rozicki just took the like last 3 shots. He didn't even move. So I was like, bro was really in that mode. Like he's not here to defend. He's just here to punch. But hey, shout out to my brother Claymore Rain in the building. Salute, Claymore. What's going on, champ? I appreciate you, brother. Stopped into your watch party, man. Salute to you guys. Always grinding, doing their thing. Make sure you guys go check out Claymore. He got a great channel. My man Malcolm said Riley is number 1 and then Smith. Yeah, bro. And then I think there's some fight scheduled though for the IBF. I don't know if it's an eliminator or I don't know if it's for the title now that it's vacant. But I think it's David Nikita that's fighting for it and somebody else. It's an Australian fight though. It's going to be in Australia. My man Cyrus said says a lot about Rozicki that everyone had him as their heart pick. Nah, no doubt, bro. He was definitely my heart pick for sure, bro. That's why I didn't drop no picks in the channel. I was like, bro, like, because I was leaning on Rozicki. I think he was like a plus 300 or something like that. I think he was a plus 340 at one point. So yeah, some money came down. People were picking him. But Chris Smith, obviously the more polished fighter. He used a lot of his body on Rozicki too. He was the bigger guy, leaning on him, wearing him down. That was good. Yo, he landed a crazy body shot on Rozicki that almost went down, bro. Like that was like crazy. He almost went down. He froze up. I think he lost all the wind in his body. But I don't know why Bill Smith didn't go for the kill, or maybe you can't really kill that dude, man. He like a Terminator for real. Like he probably did try to go for it, and my man Rozicki, he found a way out that round. But I think that was in round like 5 or 4. When it was an early round where he got caught with a body shot and he almost went down. And that's just crazy, bro. Like that's just when you see will in people. Like that was just like he was out, bro. Like he probably couldn't even breathe in that. So I'm saying some of y'all need to go to the gym and be punched because I've been hit by a body shot that just take everything out of the wind right out of you. And literally your first instinct is to just, like my first instinct was not to grab. Now that I'm watching boxing, I see guys grabbing after they get hurt and they can do it effectively. That's an art. That's actually an art, bro, because your first instinct is not to grab. Your first instinct is to run, essentially, to move. to try to get away. But think about it. You can't breathe, so you got no legs, bro. So you in your mind you think you're getting away, but nah, bro, you're not really moving. So shout out to Rozicki for somehow sticking that round out, bro, because he got like Chris Smith landed a perfect body shot. It was wide open, and those usually the ones that put you down. This dude didn't even go down, bro. I was shocked. So shout out to him, man. My man, Dario in the building. Salute. What's going on, champ? My man Eddie Alvarez. He said, good morning, Ryan, in the chat. Salute, Eddie. Eduardo, my guy. My man Malcolm said, make me want a second thing. Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. It's not fun. And like we saw, Rozicki took a lot of damage in that fight. So I hope Dana White is happy because, they can't say that guy's not exciting, bro. That's the exact type of boxing that I think Zuffa is targeting, like those type of guys. Like they want entertaining fights, bro. And that makes perfect sense. Why would you want to start a business and not have entertaining fights, right? So shout out to them. Yo, I don't know if my X space is just closed or it dropped off. My bad. I tried to make the screen smaller so I could pull over the Discord just in case people want to jump up in the Discord. Yeah, man. All right. There we go. I see Trini BX in there. Salute. Billionaire Boxing TV. Salute, man. He said, I like Rozicki's tenacity, but CBS a little more polished. Yeah, no doubt, bro. That was the difference right there. CBS is more polished, was more polished. He landed the much cleaner shots. I think Rozicki had issues smothering his shots a lot, And I get it, bro. The game plan was never to look pretty for them. So they had to make the fight look ugly. They tried to make it look as ugly as possible. And it was going that way for a while, man. I think Chris Smith was playing into that for a bit. But maybe that was their game plan, was to take Rozicki into some deep waters and then stop him, right? Because they know he's a come forward fighter. That's what he's gonna do. That's let him get some of that energy out, let him gas, and then we'll start to pummel him and just go beat him up. That's essentially how the fight went. I think it was stopped by the ref because of the cuts. And I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at the stoppage, man. I know a lot of people were like, yeah, he could have kept going. Nah, you're right, man. He probably would have kept going if it was up to him, no doubt. But we got to think about the health of these guys sometimes, man. We just can't be thinking about ourselves and what we want to see. So yeah, I wasn't like one of these people that were like mad with it at all, bro. Not at all. Not with stoppage, bro. Shoot, I gotta grab something here. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Oh, I messed it up, yo. Messed it up, man. My bad. Jeez. We'll have to go here to the crap camera. Oh, well. I didn't charge up my camera, but that's what I get for not charging this thing up. But yeah, man, we got see if I can get a cord in here. Maybe. Try to charge it up. That might work. But yeah, so basically, yeah, Ryan Rozicki. I thought he did well, man. I thought he did well. But I just feel like, man, he wasn't polished enough, not for that opportunity. Shout out to Chris Smith, man, for doing his thing, doing what he was supposed to do, right? And we'll see what happens next time around, because I think Ryan Rozicki will probably face off against Brandon Clayton. That's probably the next guy, or maybe Chev Clark, who won the fight, or Jack Macy, one of those guys. They are also were on the card as well as cruiserweights. So maybe we see that fight next. Otherwise, I hope he gets another fight in though before the end of the year, because Rozicki he deserves these paydays. He's been getting shafted by the WBC forever. And then we just see the WBC here just literally order up and tell Noel, hey, you can't move anywhere until you fight Benavidez. When they never had that same energy when Rozicki was literally the mandatory trying to make the fight. And it was crazy, bro. My man said, "What's with ProBox charging $5 a month?" Oh, for real? Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought I just watched it on YouTube though. Unless that's something that's new, like something that they're starting to do. I know they usually have their app, where I thought it was like $2.99 though. So maybe they upped the charge on that. But I think they said the app is like more HD, like it's a better like it comes through better on the app than it does on YouTube. So if you're somebody who you got a massive screen TV or something, you want to get better resolution, then I think that was the way for you to watch it on the app. But I don't know. I watched it on YouTube on Friday. I think it was Friday. They had a card. I was watching Kid Kansas, Alan Garcia, man. He was on that card. And I don't know. I was in and out the fight because I was actually out that night with my dad. We went to an amateur boxing show. There's a couple shows in the city, and he was like, "Yo, you want to go out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure. Let's go to watch some boxing." It's been a while since I've been out in the boxing community, like actually, going to the shows and stuff like that here, like the club shows. So it's pretty cool, man. It's good to get back out and see, old faces and see a lot of young talent coming up. So, man, I always relish those type of things. And, to see my dad's got 2 kids that were fighting. They good, man. I'm gonna have them on the channel. I'm gonna interview them. They definitely good. They mad young, so I can only anticipate what they're gonna be. But, I've seen this story before where good kids come in and then, they hit a certain age and it's like, other things come involved, like women and friends. You got friends who do, what I'm saying, do the things out in the street. So now they want to be out in the street. So we'll see where they end up, bro. But I got high praise for these kids. They good, man. They were doing their thing for sure this weekend. And I just want to see them do well, bro. Shout out to my man Lionel in the building. What's going on, Lionel Watson? Salute. Welcome to the channel, man. He said Glanton versus Rozicki is a crazy fight. Yeah, no doubt, man. And I think they sparred before too. I think they sparred when my man Rozicki was in Houston. I think he was training in Houston for a bit or somewhere in Texas. And I think he said like that's where they sparred. Or he saw him sparring. One of the two. But I think they've shared the ring before. Man, shout out to my man Malcolm. He said kid got flatlined and it seemed like ESPN left him. No, I think he's still signed to Top Rank, but like I don't know if you might be right, bro. They don't believe in him because I was watching that fight he was in and it looked like he was having a hard time. Now, granted, it is Pro Box. I think Pro Box, when they're paying you 8 rounders and 10 rounders, they're not gonna put you in easy, bro. They're gonna put you in with some real stiff competition. And I think that's what happened with Alan Garcia there this weekend. I don't think it was one of those situations where he was how you say it, outclassed, bro. Nah, I don't think it was that, bro. I just think literally they just had him in a good fight, bro. They had him in a good fight. There was a guy there that he couldn't really stop, and that was it, man. You can't stop everybody in boxing, you know what I'm saying? You gotta pick and choose, bro, as they say, And I think Alan Garcia is all right, but I don't think he's the guy that Top Rank probably thought he was. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is, bro. I don't think he's the guy that Top Rank didn't think he was this guy, man. So we gotta see though. We gotta see, man, because we don't know. We don't know what Alan Garcia gonna be just yet. I don't even know, man, but we'll see. Cause yeah, you're right, bro. He got flatlined that one time, bro. I remember that fight. That was crazy. Yeah, he doesn't get a push and made a minor mistake that fight. Yeah, bro. But he looks stronger in this fight, though. I won't lie. It looks like he's getting his man strength now. He looked much stronger, Kid Kansas. My man Malcolm said Pro Box does put you in tough ones. Yeah, man. So like you see a lot of the Top Rank guys, they're going over to Pro Box right now, which is good. I never understood why the PBC never tried to build a young stable, because like they're definitely they're hurting from that, bro. Like they could, if they had a stable right now, they could have some fights, right? They can have some guys in position, but they got nobody in position. And then they have that weird model, and it's like, man, I don't think anybody's going over there to just join that, especially if they have options. Because, like, who wants to go fight for somewhere where you don't know, how your pay gonna come in, or if you don't know when you're gonna fight? They got to be looking at those contracts too, because I'm not signing no yearly contract with the PBC. Hell no. We signing it by fight, and it's gonna be in a time period, bro. That's how you really get it popping. Got my man Trini BX, man. Gotta let him up here. Let him burn. What up, Trini? Oh shoot. Hold on, Trini.
Yo, you can hear me?
I think I got something. Yo, what up, Trini BX?
Yo, what's going on, man?
I
You
got
can hear
you,
me?
champ.
This is my
Yeah, I
first
got
time
you, bro. I
trying
got you.
X.
Yeah, you good, bro?
All right, that's what's up, man. Yeah, man. So you caught? Yeah. Pro Box always said that they will eventually start charging.
Yeah, we should have known that. They weren't gonna give us
Yeah,
it for free all the time.
yeah. Because remember they was in that little gym in Plant, Florida, but now they even just had a show in Japan, so they're taking the show on the road. We got a contender ready with Lester Martinez.
Right.
So yeah, they'll eventually start charging. It'll be worth it though. We're getting good fights. Did you happen to catch Young Lion Alert, man? Malachi Hall last Friday?
Was that on
Yeah,
Pro
it's the
Box?
second fight, first round. He got him out of there. It was a 6-round fight for him, but he
Yo,
got him out of there in the
is
first
that
round.
the 154 pounder kid?
He might tall, slim. He's coming out of Missouri.
Yeah, bro. That's the kid that Ness was interviewing, and yeah, he was a little shy, and people were like, "Yo, I came up there and opened him up a bit, and we found out that Bomac is the reason why he got on Pro Box." And Bomac told Pro Box about it.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
wow,
training
that's a
with.
good look, man.
Yeah, he was training with who was fighting? Tiger Johnson. Yeah, he's been in Tiger Johnson's camp.
Oh, okay, yeah, I like that kid. I got a good. He's got my early eye.
Yeah.
One of my homies is like a beatboxer out of he came from the Bronx. He does a lot of work out in Missouri.
Oh, he's telling you about him.
No. No. That's my first time seeing the kid. I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
this kid look alright, man. You know what I mean? Sharp, calm, calm in there. Got some power too, man.
Yeah.
For only a couple fights, it's only a 6-rounder. And they do test you, man. I don't know if you got around to watching the Elijah Flores' last fight.
Elijah
Pro Box.
Flores. Oh yes, he lost to my guy Tanji, bro, from Pennsylvania.
Teasley, right?
Yeah, Tanji Teasley, yeah.
Yeah, yo, that's my first time seeing him, and he's on my list for Young Lions, man. I like that kid too. Yeah, I can see them rematching again down the line, man.
Yo, they should, man. I asked him about that. I said, yo, Pro Box didn't call you after you beat their guy? He's like, nah, man. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, they got to bring you back, bro.
Yeah, and then PBC, they did good because they had on one of the Pro Box guys fight Cormel.
Yep.
Moulton.
Yeah, they
and
did.
Then,
Anthony Cuba. Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's good, man. That was another 2 guys going at it.
Right.
That's why I told Johnny, man, bring Elijah Flores on, because like we everybody know, you and we don't throw away our boxes, but we need to show the world that, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a bad loss.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. That was an undefeated guy. Like,
yeah, and it was a winnable fight. He must have understood me the other day because I asked, because Gems pulled up and I had asked Gems if he seen it.
Yeah.
And Johnny was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought maybe Flores should have won. No, he lost the fight. It was just a tough fight. It wasn't like a bad loss. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you only gonna get better from that.
Yep. And he's young.
Rozicki,
he's young.
how the fuck, bro? And your pop's training for a while, right?
Who?
Rozicki.
No. My dad never got a chance to train him, but like Rozicki's just he's a mad cool dude, bro. Like you see him, he's the nicest Canadian, bro, you ever meet. But you get past get on his wrong side, you know what it is.
Oh yeah,
bro.
nah. Yo, those punch, the way he delivers the punches hard. Yo, he could catch people cold too, man, because he's 100 with it from the beginning. So if you don't know what you're getting into, he's knocking you out that first round.
Nah, he's a come forward fighter, bro. He's
he got to learn how to fucking clinch though, for his own sake, man.
Yeah.
God. He took like 8 punches in a row, like that shit was crazy.
Yeah. Nah, he had Chris Bill Smith on the back foot a lot of that fight. Like, yeah, fighting off the ropes.
Yeah, I know. I remember. Yeah, the other day I put the comment about the IBF route. Like, because all the other, I'm saying for 147 for B Norman, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's ranked there, but They look like these stars are trying to be busy. You got Haney chasing these little men. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You got Ryan and Ben trying to mix it up. They both got belts. I think
Yeah.
he should stay busy, man. Lay back a little bit and wait for Patty to fight the winner of Paro versus Crocker.
Yeah,
If
that's
Patty
coming
pulls
up.
that off, yeah, if Patty pulls it off. B Norman always talking about he the world, he the world champ. He don't mind. So that could entice them to bring you over. You say you go to Patty's hometown. You deal
Mm-hmm.
with that Irish crowd. You know what I'm saying? And that by then you'll be ready for that fight. That'll be a good look for him because he'll come back with the belt if he pulls it off and some fans.
No doubt,
And
man.
because the other divisions look busy. And I want Norman. I think Norman is still active. He's still a good dog down there in 147. Tiger Johnson too need to get active. You know his
Mm-hmm.
opponent for the fourth?
Oh yeah, man. I had his opponent on the show here. He's a Canadian guy, Christopher Guerrero.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna look
Yeah,
into
so
that.
they
Yeah,
both
that's another one I'm looking
undefeated.
forward to.
Christopher Guerrero's he's actually the guy who said he never seen somebody like he sparred with Boots. He's like he never seen anybody like Boots before.
Oh wow, he said that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said earlier, man, they was looking at me, I was crazy, man. I said the Knicks gonna win the chip in the Garden, and Boots
Mm.
going to sleep in Barclays. And
Ah.
that's a lot of shit talking, Ryan. That's a lot of shit talking, Ryan. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? But yo,
that's heavy.
if I would have told you last month, man, yo, the Knicks gonna sweep the Spurs or Zayas is gonna knock out Boots, what are you telling me is more likely?
It'll probably Nick sweeping, right? That's what most
Yeah,
people would have
because
said.
I don't know. I don't know, man. They gotta be, because that sounded crazy. Now Nick
Yo,
sweep
they
don't
both
sound that
sound
crazy.
crazy. But shout out to the
Yo,
Knicks. They in position.
nah, but I said that, I'm riding with Zayas, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I say his only chance at 154 against Boots is if those bright lights is too bright.
Mm.
And if he left a little bit in them dark Philly gyms. Because that's all I hear about, the great sparring in the gym. But I
Yeah,
know that
yeah.
takes a lot from you. And I know it's a lot of riding on that kid for this fight. Way more pressure than it was riding on Zayas. You know what
Oh
I
yeah,
mean?
for sure. Yeah, yeah.
Zayas fought at home. You know what
All
I'm
the
saying?
pressure's on
Top Rank
Boots.
didn't want to take that fight in Puerto Rico in January. They didn't want to fight in Puerto Rico for no belt. Because them
Mm-hmm.
young Puerto Ricans, they get to their head when you got Tito Trinidad in the fucking crowd. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That reminds me, man. Why the fuck De La Hoya can't be a little bit more like Tito? You know what I mean? Besides, when he in the corner doing salsa, he don't want to be in front of no camera, none of that shit. You know what I mean? Just let your fighters represent your company, bro. But yo, thanks for the early content, man. I
Nah, for
gotta
sure, man.
get a little sleep because I gotta go a little
Yeah,
crazy before work tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I
Get this
feel
game
you.
3. You know what I mean? Talk my shit. You know what I mean? We ain't get to do this in a minute, man. My
Yeah,
whole
man.
lifetime, I ain't get to. I tell you, man, my boys can't be Knicks fans, man. Like, I used to be that little shit they used to bring with. Yeah, take that shit back to the store, man. Word.
Shout out to the Knicks, man. Malcolm, you gotta stop
Word.
hating, bro.
Yeah, stay up, yeah, man. Yo, don't trust a New Yorker that go against the Knicks, man. Johnny too, man. I told
Johnny
Johnny,
hating
man.
too. What?
I said, Johnny, yo, forgive those Knicks fans that didn't let you come outside with the Bulls hat on, man. Please forgive them. But karma's a motherfucker, man. If they sweep the motherfucking Spurs, the Knicks are gonna get the championship on Johnny's Queen's birthday. So he'll
Mm,
be celebrating for the rest of his life. Let's go Knicks.
just
Knicks and
go
4.
Knicks, man.
Yo, stay up, man.
Yeah, man. You too, Trini. Salute, man, for
All
coming
right, take
through.
care.
I appreciate you. Shout out to my brother Thomas Hill in the building. He said Boots about to unleash a whooping so devastating that it will resemble the likes of the natural disaster. Bet that, man. I hope so, bro. Because I'm telling you, bro, if Boots don't destroy the dude, you know what they're gonna say the next day. He overrated, he this, they that. Because all the pressure, man. I don't know. I think people should just talk about him winning, being another unified champ in another division, make him 2-division unified champ, which would be dope. Shout out to Malcolm. He said Johnny was doing a live, rocking a Nets shirt. That's crazy. He's rocking the Brooklyn shirt, the Brooklyn Nets, yo. That's nasty work, bro. Shout out to my guy Crew Mud in the building. What's going on, man? He said, forgive them Nets fans, bro, or the New York fans. Gotta forgive them, man. Gotta forgive them, all them Knicks fans, bro. Salute to the Knicks, bro. I know if New York win, it's gonna be litty for sure. Gotta see what that parade look like though. Y'all better be outside, man. Thomas Hill said New York was up 3-0 against the Pacers and proceeded to lose the next 4. Damn. That's crazy. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. Can't get too comfortable. My man Eddie Alvarez said Boots ain't fought nobody. 30 cans. Damn. That was crazy, bro. Malcolm said, how was the Padley scrap? I'm going to catch it later. Yeah, I didn't watch the Padley fight either, man. I did not watch it. I don't even know if he won, man. But I would assume he won. I ain't watched the Padley scrap either, Malcolm. I'm going to have to go back and watch that one, too. My man Trini BX said, Boots loses. They throwing him away, man. Zayas loses. He's going to 160 with his fan base and a title shot. Too much pressure for Boots. Nah, man, like I hate to see them type of things, but Trini BX is right, bro. Like if Boots lose, I don't even think it's gonna be like his fans. I think it's gonna be like all the doubters and the haters. They're gonna be like, oh man, Boots was overrated. You guys calling him the Roy Jones, this and that and the third. They're gonna slander him, bro. And I just think that's crazy. Like that's not needed. You know, if he loses, so what, man? He's losing to a unified champ in Xander. It's not like he's losing to some bum. It's like the dude's literally got 2 belts in the division. Like, whatever, man. It's 154. I think it's the most competitive division. But yo, you know how it is, bro. When you get that O snatched, all the doubt comes out, bro. All the doubters. My man Malcolm said, I think he got a split decision. Twitter saying wrong decision. Ooh, they're saying he should have lost? Damn. That's wild, bro. My man Thomas Hill said, real rap, Ryan inside win. They would say how great he is, yet when Boots sparks him, he will have been overrated green and not the battle tested. And that ain't Boots. Ain't fought nobody of the merit yet. Nah. You see, that's terrible, bro. We can't be doing that. If Boots beats Xander, he beat a unified champ, moving up to another division, 2-time champion. He beat a champ. In my eyes, that's a wonderful win. In my eyes, that's his best win of his whole career. So it's like, bro, how can you even say Xander's too green when he's a unified champ? We can't say that. Just like if Joe Cordina beats Abdullah Mason, I'm not gonna say he beat him because Abdullah Mason was green. Like that's just crazy talk, man. We can't be saying those type of things, man. But I get it. I see what you guys are saying. And it's absolutely true. People do act like that, man. People really do act like that. Bro, we gotta stop doing them type of things, man. My bad, yo. Had a couple things back there going on. But yeah, we gotta stop doing that, bro. It's nasty work. And we gotta figure it out how to like be respectful with these dudes, bro. They out here, they doing their things, man. Like shout out to my man Boots, man. He one of them ones. He's been out here, you know, he's been getting boxing popping the last 4 or 5 fights, bro. Like people talk about Boots as a special talent, and he deserves all of that praise, man. No doubt. He deserves all that praise. But you know, there's always somebody, bro, who's, you know how it is. There's always a group of people, bro. You know how they are, bro. They just literally waiting and praying on your downfall, man. And they everywhere too. They not just here. They everywhere, man. My bad. Yeah, just trying to. Had to bust down the sets, bro. But yeah, man. Big shout out to the Knicks. My man Eddie said everybody from Philly is overrated. Damn, bro. Nah, let's not put this on Philly. Nah, I ain't. Nah, Philly's dope, bro. I got mad love for people in Philly, man. Salute to Philly, man. I ain't about to say that or do that, bro. Not about to put that on Philly. Nah, bro. Not about to do that. Not about. My bad, gang. Kids was around here playing around too much. Messing up everything. Know what I'm saying? See what my man Malcolm was saying. Or my man Thomas Hill, my bad. He said, big shout out to the Knicks. They in the prime position to be champs and ain't expected. But they have played the best ball this year. This playoff, no doubt. Yeah, they in position for sure. They're just in that groove. They looking good, man. Shout out to Malcolm. He said, I think it's too soon for Xander, but he's a unified champ, so he can't really turn down these fights. No, that's a fact, bro. Boots is older and has to take nothing but the big fights and the Mandos from here on out. No, it's a fact, bro. Boots just gotta take the big fights and try to get the big fights. And Eddie Hearn really got to be the spearing piece behind that and get those big fights for Boots Ennis, you know. Trini BX said, nah, the way they hyped the Phenom, he has to watch Zayas. They say he ran Bud Lee out the game, man. And fuck out of here. He has to spark out Zayas. Yeah, I mean, that's what they did say, man. But, nah, I don't think he ran Bud. He didn't run Bud nowhere, bro. Bud was done, man. Xander has not dealing with the combination punches well, and a lack of head movement gonna hurt him. Yeah, I get that, bro. But he got good feet. Like, Xander got good feet, man. That's what I like. He got I'm from the show me stay. Hey, Eddie, I'm from the same spot, bro. And like, that's why when people hear me speaking on Boots, they be getting mad at me and they be saying I'm a hater. And I'm like, bro, like, it's not his fault. It's really not his fault. It's the way he's been moved. You know, he's at like 35 fights. He should have at least a couple names on there that were like, yeah, this guy's the real deal, but we still don't know. But Xander gonna be that name because I look at Xander, he's a champ. He checks all the boxes. He's unified. So obviously, this gonna be the one, bro. This gonna be the one that tells me if Boots is the real deal or not. And even if he loses, I'm not gonna be like he's done. Like, what the hell? The dude is a great fighter, man. He could still win belts in 154. I still want to see Boots and Virgil. I still want to see Boots fight Fedor if he stays at 54. I want to see him fight the other guys, man. Josh Kelly, all these dudes. Like, bro, and if Xander wins, you know, I think he should probably try to stick around and get another belt if he can. You know, I don't want to see him jump right up to 160. Or if the fight's good, like if the fight is really good, why not rematch Boots, man? Y'all come back around and get a bigger bag. My man WP36, salute in the building. He said the fans duck fights more than the boxers, man. Talking about who ain't ready. Just be a fan and sit down and watch the fights. Nah, for real, bro. That's I hate when I hear the fans go online. You name a guy and they say, nah, that dude ain't done nothing. He ain't ready. It's like, bro, what? Yo, these guys is all fighters, man. I think it was last year or sometime earlier this year. I made a short where I was talking in my live, but it turned into a short where I was basically saying Opataya should fight Ryan Rozicki because Rozicki was a top 6. No, he was a top 5 at that time, Ring Magazine fighter. And it would have fulfilled one of his Ring Magazine, you know, apparently you got to fight a top 5 fighter in the Ring ratings. That would have fulfilled that, bro. Instead, he fought Brandon Glanton, which is not a bad fight. You know, still turned out to be a good fight. But, bro, the slander that I got, people were like, yo, who is Rozicki? He ain't fought nobody, this and that. And I'm looking at it from a standpoint like a Opataya and Rozicki fight is just absolute violence. Like, it's just going to be the best thing for boxing if those guys get in the ring. Just from a standpoint of their styles, and they're both trying to come to kill each other, literally. And people were like at me, like the Opataya fans was really at me. And then now I get to laugh and I get to chuckle about it because Benavidez is saying the same thing now to Jay Opataya that the Opataya fans were saying to me. What Jay Opataya done? What Opataya done is what Benavidez is saying. And now Benavidez's whole fan base is saying that to the Opataya fans. Like, y'all ain't done nothing. And this is what boxing gets to, bro. When you get to a certain point, you get to a certain fandom, you get to start talking like a diva, and then your fans get to back you and say diva stuff too, and it's crazy, man. It's really, really crazy. So now David Benavidez, he's getting Canelo treatment, and I don't see none of his fans around here, saying that they need to go fight everybody now. Nah, they picking and choosing, bro. They picking and choosing. They picking and choosing, bro. Man. My man Thomas Hill said, but he said Boots both does if they get the win, Ryan. However, we know it will be that way for only one of them if they were to get that dub. And this is boxing fandom and pundication these days, man. No, that's for real. And Spark, he will. Thomas Hill says. My man Malcolm said landing 45 to 50% body shots. He is wearing him down. Oh, man. I mean, if he gets there, right? I think that's why you don't see a lot of body punches these days. You got to get to the spot, bro, without being hit. Because once you go to the body, you risk being hit. You know what I'm saying? So you're seeing a lot of guys not take those chances because they don't want to get hit. But if you set it up right, you can get to the body. So hopefully Boots can set it all up right with the feet. You got to use, obviously, the feint, high, low, and get out the way from the counterpunch, which Boots can do. He's got crazy reflexes. So I'm not saying it's crazy impossible because Boots got all of the ingredients to do it. But Xander's got good footwork, so it's not going to be easy to get to the spot. He says Xander's feet good. I was talking to my pops about it fight first, and I stand on Xander's a great boxer, but he's not elite in terms of stick and move. Yeah, he ain't got to be elite with stick and move, though, bro. Like I think a lot of people sleep on, stick and move ain't everything, bro. When you can pocket fight, to me, pocket fighters are way better than stick and move fighters. Give me the pocket fighter any day of the week, because, the stick and move guy, he got to be on the outside. But when the fight comes to the middle, and you can't be running, bro. You just got to stand there with me, and we got to exchange. Yeah, bro, pocket fighting is way better, and Boots is the better pocket fighter, to be honest. He got the more reflexes, but Xander gonna have to be on the outside, and I don't know, unless the Karen fights are just anomalies because of who Karen was. I didn't really see Boots cut the ring off, but he definitely won all them rounds, bro. When people say they Boots look bad in those fights, I think they're saying he didn't look electrifying with his performance. But when you look at the fight, bro, he washed Karen twice, man. He washed him twice. He didn't really have issues. And I think Xander's a much better fighter than Karen, to be honest. Shout out to Thomas Hill. He said he has excellent feet, but that joystick Boots were talking about and those names didn't want to get in the ring with him. Nah, I don't know about that, bro. You see, I always say I don't think it's the fighters. It's always the business. It's always the business. I've just come to that conclusion, bro. It's always going to be the promoters that stop these fights, man. Because, these guys act like children, man. You see them right now. You see Dana White up here talking about, yo, ask Eddie who's promoting the fight. Bro, I don't give a fuck who's at the freaking press conference saying that, Anthony Joshua and Tyson. I don't care about you, Dana White. I don't give a damn, bro. I'm not here to see you. I don't care about your promotion. Because, literally, when you promoted Canelo and Crawford, you didn't do nothing. It didn't need you. That event didn't need you. And this event here, Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, it don't need you. It don't need Eddie. It don't even need Frank. That's how good the fight is already. So, you dudes need to just move, bro. Get out the way. Let the fighters be the stars. Let them do the talking. Y'all just the promoters, man. But that's the problem. The promoters always think that the show's about them. They always think they bigger than the fighters, bro. It's literally, if you guys have no fighters, you have no product. These dudes are the product. The people are here to watch the fighters. They're not here to see fucking Dana White and Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren all sit up in suits. Nobody gives a damn about that shit, man. Nobody gives a damn about your logo, man. That there could be no logo on this event. You could put Anthony Joshua on one side, Tyson Fury on another, put the Netflix where it's going to be watched, and everybody going to be watching Netflix. Nobody's going to give a damn about who promoting the fight because it don't matter, bro. So like this even the Virgil thing was crazy, bro. Like I think I blame his manager for that, because didn't he try to go behind Oscar's back? So it's like, bro, you go behind Oscar, your promoter. So what, you think your promoter just gonna play nice? It's like you guys went and just fucked up the bag, man. But hey, they can't really complain. They went and did it, man. They went to court and everything came out. I feel very the same way, man. Great tape. That's what you talking about, Malcolm. Shout out to Eddie Alvarez. He said, easy to stay undefeated if you fight once a year after you become a champion. Less chances of losing that Yeah, I think more guys got to get active. I agree, Miro. I agree, Eddie. I'd like to see guys fight twice or 3 times a year. Oh, yeah, Oscar was compromised in the symphony of that. Too, they played a masterpiece in front of the Supreme Court to avoid that smoke with Boots. Yeah, man. Well, I think Boots can probably still go for that fight. I don't think it's off the table. It's just, Virgil and Oscar got to figure it out now. How is it that Rolly, Devin, Shakur, and Ryan can't sign a fight? Nah, bro, it's just okay, with Ryan Garcia, I've learned this with him. Listen to Oscar, bro, because it seems like when Oscar say a fight is done with Ryan, that's when the shit be going. Ryan Garcia, he say he gonna fight everybody, but we don't really see it until Oscar like starts backing it, or Oscar starts saying, yeah, Ryan's coming back to the ring soon. Then we should be looking out for something. Rolly, I don't know what's going on with Rolly, man. It looks like he's under the PBC thing over there, so he doesn't want to fight off network. It sounds like Turkey El Sheik is not like he don't want Rolly on the ring cards, so he probably won't get to fight Devin or Ryan, who are the other belt holders. But there's still names. Like, this is what I don't understand about it. There's still guys out there that Rolly can fight, bro. Like, truthfully, there's guys out there he can fight. Like, we look down the 147. There's, Tiger Johnson, who's going to be fighting here soon. Maybe they can get Lewis Crocker in, work with Matchroom and put that on the zone. But Lewis Crocker, he got to fight Liam Power, actually. So it might turn into Liam Power, which is even better for Rolly, because then that's No Limit Promotions, who works with the PBC. So that's an in-house unification. But yeah, there's fights out here for Rolly. He just got to go and take him, bro. And he gotta stop being so like he seems like he just wants to be on the one side, the PBC side. He gotta like get off that island, man. But hey, if he doesn't want to, then I guess his career is gonna go as PBC puts it, right? But it doesn't seem like Rolly's complaining, so I'm not too mad about that. Shout out to Trini BX. He said, about Devin as well. Devin Haney, I'm not sure what's going on with him. It seems like, looking from ranking standpoint, he will be fighting Keyshawn Davis, because Keyshawn Davis has been elevated to number 1 in the WBO. So I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen there, bro. Keyshawn Davis, and Devin Haney. As far as Shakur, I think Shakur is probably gonna go back to 35 or 40. I think that's where he's got a lot of fights there, right? Like, Shakur Stevenson's a unique fighter, bro. He's the guy who everybody's calling out from 135 to 147. So when people speak on Shakur, I'm like, yeah, he got real options, bro. He don't really gotta just jump up and fight this next guy up. Like, he can fight anywhere between 35 and 40. Now I get it. A lot of people probably going to say, oh, that's not too ideal for him to be jumping up and down. But Shakur is not the biggest guy in the world. He can do it, man. He people even like, yo, he looked the same size as Haney. I'm like, no, he doesn't, bro. Like, and he's not in camp shape, bro. We don't know. Devin Haney, there's pictures of him training, staying in shape. So maybe Shakur's just going to the gym every now and then to, brushing up. But I think Shakur's the obvious guy who can fight from 35 all the way up to 47. So he's got options. I think Shakur will get in here soon, man. Eddie. I think we'll see him soon. Trini BX said, I got Fedora beating the winner, whoever it is, at 154. So, no, I'm not going with Zayas because he a Rican. Got my young Lion Val Saint. Oh, yeah. Who is green, beating Zayas as well? Oh, damn. Darnell Val Saint, man. I like to see him get back in there. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He hasn't fought on Pro Box at all this year. I haven't seen him fight in a minute, man. So I don't know if there's an injury issue, contract issue, or management issue, or just personal issue. You know, he can be going through some real stuff. We don't know, but yo, Val Saint, man, we do want to see you back in the ring, champ. We do want to see you back in the ring. Malcolm said, to beat a talent like Boots, you need to be elite with your feet. That's why I picked Dev to beat Boots, but not Xander. Xander pocket game is not there, but a perfect game plan could win Xander the fight. I don't know, man. I think Xander got just as good footwork as Devin Haney, man. And I testament the weight too. Like 54, I don't know, man. I think when you jump into the 54 from 47, you know, it's a difference, bro. And I think was it Mayweather? I think it was Mayweather who was doing the 52 catch weights, you know, making sure the 54 pounders weren't coming in. Even he was already small, right? Mayweather was small when he was getting in there with those 52 pounders, or sorry, 54 pounders. But I think he was doing catch weight fights at 52 with those guys, or some of them. I think Canelo was one of them, right? But hey, I got it, bro. I saw it, bro. Them guys is big. The gloves get a little bit smaller. Floyd already got bad hands. It makes perfect sense. Shout out to Pristine Sports Network in the building. What up, champ? My man Thomas Hill, should Benny capitulate to Dana and to make the fight when tradition would dictate that the fight be made for trinkers that merit the war and reward the champ for the battle to the victor goes to spoils. Damn, bro, that sounds like a poetic justice thing. Yeah, bro. Conor Ben got to do whatever Dana and them say now. He said agree, but who names a promoter wanted to put their top fighter in the ring with Boots? Well, I mean, Xander did. Like Xander didn't have to fight Boots Ennis, that's for sure. You know, I don't even think Boots put the petition in for the mandate with WBA. So shout out to Xander. He jumped in there, but I think some of these other guys would jump in there. I think Backram would jump in there. I know he's not a champ. He would jump in there too. I think Fedora would. They would just, the issue with the Fedora fight is they probably want Boots to be over there. You know, it wouldn't be over here on the Matchroom card. But who knows, man? Who knows? Oh man, just got a text there. Oscar is currently doing this to Virgil. Yeah, bro, he is. He is doing this to Virgil Ortiz, man. Obviously, Virgil tried to go behind his back, and we know what we're seeing right now. He's icing him out, man, which is nasty work. You know, Virgil could somehow prove that, which I'm guessing is gonna be hard, because literally all Oscar got to do is say that he's in negotiations with somebody. Oh, we're in preliminary negotiations. We sent a term sheet out. That shows he's trying to make a fight, man. And it can't. Then Virgil can't go to the court and say, "Yo, this guy's stalling me out." When we know preliminary talks always sometimes fizzle out, man. Trini BX said, Ryan telling Dana, move, bitch, get out the way. No, bro, I just don't understand like why he think like that's such a power move. Like he really did or said something. Like, bro, we don't care. I don't know what you think. Like, I know you the UFC guy, you was the UFC guy over there. You get to be the big guy in front of the events over there. But dude, we got more than one in person promoter over here. And we all don't like them because they all don't do and give us the fights we want. So like you falling right in line, bro. Like it's not like you came in here and did noble things. Like, what the hell? You came in here and told us you bring in the league, but now you want to play traditional boxing, all while going to change the Muhammad Ali Act and then play traditional boxing. It's like, bro, like, which side are you on? Like, What are you doing? Because like you playing with the law and then still trying to play in the Wild Wild West and then try to say the guys in the Wild Wild West are bad while dipping your hand over there because he got a title fight coming up with Aaron McKenna. So he is in traditional boxing. But he's going to tell the world that traditional boxing is not good. But it's just like, bro, like what are we doing? My man Malcolm said Dana be there just smirking with the I got the candy in the back seat face. That's exactly what he doing, bro. He just over there smirking, yo, like this, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you need to stop, bro. Oh, man. Shout out to Thomas Hill. He said definitely need more activity from all these fighters, but we are in the age of influencers, and this is the new normal. You know, I think what's happening a lot too, Thomas Hill, a lot of these guys don't want to see the reset. They just don't want to see it. The reset's right here, man. It's in front of us. Canelo Alvarez is going to be our last big moneymaker. He's going to make whatever, 100 million his next fight. And I just think that the market will reset. And it has to reset because the money's obviously not the same. The climate's not the same. And I'm not saying these guys are not worth what they think they're worth, but there's just not, that money's just not there like it used to be unless people overpay. And that's what's going on right now, you know, with some people. Some people are overpaying and they can afford to, but not everybody's going to get those overpay checks, bro. That's just a reality. So there's going to be some guys that got to take pay cuts, man. And that's what it is. Pristine Network said, who's Stanionis with? I have no clue, bro. You know, I heard some people say he was with Zuffa, but I never saw anything official. And I think he re-sign with the PBC before he had the Boots fight. So I feel like if you re-sign with the PBC, you're not re-signing for just one fight, you know. So he can fight Ryan again. Yeah, no doubt, bro. He could, bro. Adam Hurley in the building. What's going on, bro? He said, why isn't anybody calling out Debo but Keyshawn? That's interesting because Devin's a huge name, whether people like it or not. Yeah, he's always in conversations. But I think I seen Shakur say that, you know, they was in some talks and then it just kind of fizzled out. Yeah, bro. Ryan Garcia was in talks with him, and then, you know, they just can't figure out the seems like the PED situation, like how the testing is going to go. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Better footwork, in my opinion. Yeah, bro. Oh, Devin. Trini BX said Devin clinch work won't be as good at 160 or 154. Yeah, bro. Those guys are bigger, bro. Those guys are bigger. Salute to my brother Hector Bermudez in the building. Salute, coach. What up? What up? He says, salute to the early birds. Let's keep build on the positivity and destroying the negativity. Absolutely, bro. You already know what it is. Got to keep it positive around here. Adam Hurley said, I could see Shakur versus Devin fight. Devin goes to the clinch. Shakur steps back, and Devin falls face first. Yo, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Devin falls face first, bro. Then what's he going to do after, bro?
Got my hair done 2 days ago.
Shout out to Coach Heck, man. You know what it is, man. Malcolm said, with activity is the pay, man. If guys got paid less, they'll fight more. If you got 3 or 4 fighters making $5 million a fight, that's 15 to 20 mil a pop in a year. 40 to 5 to 60 mil a year. Yeah, man. No doubt, man. 80. What do you mean? If they got 4 fights, making $5 million a fight, that's 20 mil, isn't it? Yeah. That's 20 mil a year, bro. Oh, your math was all right the first time. I don't know where you got 80 from. But yeah, man, I think this weekend was decent. You know, I don't think it was out of like crazy, but the Zuffa card, I don't know what y'all thought about the Zuffa card. I thought it was a lot different than the other Zuffa cards. Like there was a lot of one-sided fights, man. I wonder why. Like I don't know if that was like the matchmaking over there, but I feel like they usually carry the same matchmaker. Like, but maybe because they were in the UK, they were using different matchmakers because they had a lot of UK guys. But yeah, there was a lot of stoppages. A lot of stoppages. And I'm not complaining with that at all. I'm just saying it felt like a different. Excuse me. It felt like a different card for sure than the ones we've been seeing at the Apex. You know, the Apex ones, they seem like they're more like 50-50 fights. Maybe that's where they're going to do their league at, is with the Apex cards. That makes sense. Those 50-50 fights, matchups. That's what it seemed like was there. Here, it seemed like it was a lot of one-sided fights. You know, Chev Clark, shout out to him, man. He was in the co-main event against Jack Macy. He got dropped like early, I think in the 4th round. He got dropped twice. And it looked like he was out the fight. And then he ended up getting up and stopping Jack Macy like I think 3 rounds later, bro. And that was insane, bro. That was a good stoppage, a good win for him to continue moving on. Because like I said, he might get a big fight next against Chris Billen-Smith or Ryan Rozicki. But I always thought like the Chris Billen-Smith and Rozicki fight was leading to the Opataya fight. And but I don't know. It sounds like Opataya, he want to fight David Benavidez. So like this is what I'm just saying, man. Like things are just so confusing. What are they gonna do? Is it a situation of like, look, Opataya is a big name. We cater to what he says over here. Or is it, hey man, we got our guys over here. We got the cruiserweight division. They got most of those guys still. You know, there's a few guys they don't have, obviously. But, I don't know, man. I don't know what you guys think is going to happen next. I don't think Benavidez is going to jump in the ring with Opataya next. I'm not saying Benavidez is scared of Opataya. I'm definitely not saying that. But if you got a clear path to another title with the WBC, you might as well go do that and become, the unified champion with 3 belts. And then, these 2 guys, whatever they fighting for the vacant IBF, you can possibly swoop over there and get that belt and become undisputed. And I think that'd be the first division that David would become undisputed in. I just don't think going back for Bivol and Better BF makes sense right now, especially with the WBO ordering that Callum Smith is Bivol's next mandatory, meaning Bivol might have to fight Callum Smith just to keep his WBO belt. And then, Better BF, like, if David come back to fight Better BF, there's nothing there for him, like, personally, like, in legacy-wise, if Benavidez want to use that compensation. Now, if he says, I just want to go back to be the guy who's a former undisputed champion, get another big name on my resume, Better BF is a bigger name than obviously beating Noel McCallan, who has a WBC belt at cruiserweight. Especially if now Mauricio looks like he's in David Benavidez's grace now, right? Like he's treating Benavidez like Canelo. So especially if Mauricio says, "Oh yeah, go back to fight Better BF if you want," I'm gonna still keep Noel McCallan with his word that he's got to fight you at cruiserweight. So we'll see, man. We'll see what happens over here in the next few months. I'm sure Benavidez and his team will start saying things and getting it in order. But salute to the Nigerian Nightmare in the building. Salute to Nigeria, man. My man Malcolm said David is nasty for that. Yeah, bro. Became the man at cruiserweight. The fact they quoted, he said he chasing Canelo still is a bad little ass Canelo, bro. He's still chasing him. When he getting Canelo treatment now, he don't even need to do that, bro. He's getting Canelo treatment. He's good, man. Oh, damn. Hold on. There's one window here that I got to close that I should open up. My bad, yo. If you was trying to get on the panel, my bad. I had that closed for a second. I got to really look. Make sure everything is up and going. Just in case somebody want to come on the panel. I had that, I didn't have that open up. Now it's open though for that link. Sorry about that. Yeah, so if David Benavidez want to fight Opataya, then I'm not mad at that, but I don't think he's just jumping straight to it. I think he got to go get that WBC belt, and then I don't know how that fight gets made, to be honest. But it gets made. I do think it gets made. It gets past the finish line. Like, I think, honestly, we'll see, man. We'll see, though. Like I said, that's the only way some of these big names will get paid the ridiculous bag is if, because the business, Turkey and Dana got to reach in the bag and overpay obscene amount of money, which is, I guess, fine for them. But yeah, we've seen this story before. They need to pick up. Shout out my guy. Oh, Donnie 956 in the building. Salute to you, brother. He said they need to pick up a few more cruiserweights like Moses, David Nakia, and they have at least 8 good cruiserweights before David signs over. Benavidez signing with Zuffa at the end of the year. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. I don't even think David. I think, like, when you start to get this type of grace from the sanctioning bodies, you ain't even need to sign, bro. Because, like, they're going to put you in position. Like, we already seen this story with Canelo, bro. That dude, he didn't need to sign a Turkey. But when somebody dropping you $500,000 for 4 or 5 fights, it's an easy no-brainer, bro. It's a no-brainer. Like, this dude Canelo was making $80 million and getting 80% of commission money before he signed over there with Turkey. Like, he was already good. So now Benavidez, he gonna get the driver's seat from the sanctioning bodies. So if he's sticking traditional boxing, he's always gonna be in position. He's always gonna be there. So he might just look at it like, hey man, why do I need to sign over here when I could just stay in traditional boxing with Turkey and make all the bags, man? He can be a ring fighter. Deb and David both chasing smaller weight fighters. I thought David wanted Goliath to smoke. Oh, yeah? You think so, bro? I think so, man. Dev should have fought Rolly. I want him versus Keyshawn or Shakur next. Okay. Ryan locked in already, man. For real? Ryan Garcia? He locked in already? Yeah, bro. We'll see. We'll see. Did they put it out? It's out, bro. He said, yeah, but David doesn't make money like Canelo. Canelo sells. Nah, bro, I think like David's on his way, man. Like, I think his performances are getting better. That's why I said I think he should go get or undisputed at cruiserweight, which he can do. And then literally at the end, bro, if he's fit enough or if he feels like he could do it, go to heavyweight, bro. Just go to heavyweight. Heavyweight boxing is way different money than like any other division, bro. Like, them heavyweights be making that money, bro. When you get to heavyweight and you could be a star at heavyweight, yo. But I get it, bro. A lot of people looking at it like they don't know who David could be that heavyweight. But like I said, he's positioned. The sanctioning bodies, they'll be nice with him. He doesn't have to go and fight a whole bunch of killers, man. Can't wait to see how boxing plays out in the rest of 2026. Yeah, man. Shout out to D-Block in the building. What up, champ? Inevitable D-Block. Make sure you guys go check him out. He said sanctioning bodies don't pay David at all. He's not going to make any bread with his last fight being a flop. He needs to fight the tougher competition. If he fights this fight, he's not making any money. Which fight? Noel McCallan? Nah, bro. You see, it's about positioning yourself, bro, because now you can go to the table. If you do the Opatai fight, you can go there with all the hardware, bro. And then now they got to pay you more. He said David sold 7,500 tickets at T-Mobile on Cinco de Mayo weekend on the Mexican stat card. Yeah, I mean, well then, I don't know if it's a Mexican stat card then. Well, I guess, yeah, you're right, because it was what? Jaime Munguia was on that card too, right? In Fierro. Yeah, man. But you know what? I'll say this. How many guys can sell out an arena? Like, I don't even think Ryan Garcia sold out the T-Mobile. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually, the sellout arena is a lot harder than you guys think, man. is a lot harder than you guys think, bro. Trust me. To sell 12,000 to 15,000 tickets is not easy, bro. Not an easy thing. Like, I don't even know how many guys do you think today in boxing can go in the T-Mobile and sell it out? Like, I think Canelo, Tank, off the top of my head, can sell it out. And then it's like there's a drop off. There's a big drop off. I don't think Ryan sold it out. You know, I don't think Haney can sell it out. And I'm not speaking on like big fights. If obviously there's a super fight, I think he'll sell out. I'm not speaking on that. I'm saying like the strength of that fighter. Because I think, you know, no disrespect to Zerto, but I think like the strength of the promotion was on Benavidez, right? You know, there was a lot more that was, you know what I'm saying, that was expected from him. You say you doing a show for that? Bam Vargas? Yeah, I'm gonna do a preview show on Thursday. I'm probably not gonna do a live watch. I think I'm working. Nah. I might do the watch party, bro. I might do the watch party on Saturday, bro. He said Bam is my favorite fighter to watch. Yeah, bro. Definitely. One of them guys, bro. My bad, D-Block. He said David is not Usyk. To fight at heavyweight, he's not proven skill set to fuck with those big boys. I mean, I think he's got the skills to fight some of them guys. I'm not gonna say he beat them all, but the money's there, bro. He can definitely go in there, and I can name you like off the rip like 10 heavyweights he can beat. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely beat Jared Anderson, Richard Torre, his fellow Americans already. He can beat probably Wilder too. But then you dip into the UK guys, you know, outside the Giants. You can definitely beat. I think you can beat Gassiv, who's fighting this weekend or this weekend. Tony Yoka, definitely. Joe Joyce, probably. David Adelaide, he could beat too. Philip Herkovich, yeah, I think David could beat Philip Herkovich too, man. So like, there's some dudes. Even Zhang, bro. If Zhang can't hit David, yo, he gassing out, bro. David gonna freaking destroy him. But we'll see, bro. We'll see. Oh yeah, Duarte was on that card, man. Shout out to Duarte. Shout out to Donnie. He said, yeah, that's why you can't say he can go to Canelo route. Yeah, no, he can go to the Canelo route because literally, okay, David Benavidez don't got the Mexican fans behind him like Canelo does. I think that's point blank period. We can all say that. But bro, you don't think he can get some leverage on some fights by beating some names? Especially if he goes to heavyweight. If he goes to heavyweight, there's no point in him going to Zuffa if he goes to heavyweight. Because I don't even know who they got over there in the heavyweights. So there's definitely, if he goes to heavyweight, he might as well just go with Turkey Al-Sheikh in the ring because Turkey want him to fight Usyk. They obviously going to have some build-up fights before that, bro. That arena had 20,000 seats. He's so 75. And how old is he? How many times has he done pay-per-view events? He's not him. Just saying. I mean, pay-per-view's dead, bro. We can end that conversation because I don't know who's the last pay-per-view numbers. You guys tell me which last pay-per-view card did they report numbers on, bro? Because the last number I saw, you guys wouldn't even believe because I didn't believe the number either. I was like, this shit's fake, bro. The last pay-per-view number that I saw was Wilder and Chisora, and they said it sold 600K. I was like, nah, this is cap, bro. It wasn't even a real good source. That's why I didn't believe it, but that was the last pay-per-view number that I saw. So pay-per-view is dead, but this is what I'm saying with David. Like, you need to figure out how to get concessions, bro. You need to speak to people on how to get the popcorn money. It ain't about the pay-per-view money no more, bro. The pay-per-view money is dead. My man Donnie in 956 said he will see the guarantee money from Zuffa and take. Hey, man. Then that just means they gotta oh yeah, Joshua, yeah, he does sell it too. That means they gotta overpay, bro. They gotta overpay. And that's fine. They got the money to overpay. But it's like, bro, like, don't tell me you coming in the boxing to change boxing and you coming here to fuck up the price market, bro. Like, you coming in here and fucking up the price market. Because now you just doing what everybody else did. But you just doing it your way, so now you think it's better, man. Like the PBC did this already. They overpaid everybody. The Zone did it when they first came in. They overpaid everybody. So I don't get why you guys don't see the same. I don't know. Maybe because I'm a history guy. I like to look through history, and I always say history repeats itself on most levels, bro. You'll see it. You'll see something come back around. I hate to bring politics into this, but you're seeing it today with what's going on with Iran. This shit looked just like what happened with Iraq, bro. Same type of shit's going on, bro. Just driving up the world, making it expensive for shareholders and the other friends. I'm not gonna dive in that hole, but I'm just saying that when you get that influx of money that comes in, it's really good, man. It's really good in the beginning, but it always levels out. Shout out to Joshua. Yeah, AJ sells out for sure. T-Mobile, definitely. Inevitable D-Block. He said, I'm just a hater. It's early in the morning. I'm about to drink my Folgers coffee. Salute, bro. Got to get your coffee in you. Get that hate out your system. Hey, no Adelaide slander, no Pop Smoke. Yo, Pop Smoke was good, man. I just think David beats him, bro. My man WP36 said, great point, man. U.S. boxers not being able to sell out an arena. I don't think this Tank can sell out in an arena anymore. What? Nah, I think Tank Davis still got love like that, man. I think they show up for him for sure. Especially like the celebrities. They like him, bro. They like Tank, man. Yeah, you say get the fuck out. Yeah, bro, 600K is what they said, bro, for the Wilder and Chisora. And I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, nah. This number is capped, bro. There's no way that fight sold like more than Canelo and more than Earl and Crawford. Like, hell no. Oh man, he said you'll sign to Zuffa and fight on the ring cards. It's still Zuffa. Yeah, but okay, Donnie, y'all gotta explain that logic to me, bro, because it makes zero sense to me. If I own Paramount and I'm seeing Zuffa sign guys and they're not putting them on my network, like these big names, like David Benavidez would be a big name. So I'd be like, oh shoot, they signed David. And then I find out they go into a ring card. So they're gonna be fighting on my competitor, Netflix, or not even a competitor, Zone, but then that's not my network. But you're gonna bring them directly to my competitor, Netflix. Bro, I just don't understand how that makes sense. Like, there's going to be a conversation down the road where Paramount's like, yo, we gave you this money. Why are those guys going over to our competitor? Like, why are you bringing big products to our direct competitors in Netflix? Like, that's what I'm hearing. It's like these guys are always saying ring cards. Well, ring cards are either on Netflix or they're on DAZN. They're not on Paramount Plus. So you're telling me they're supposed to sign all this talent and take them elsewhere to a different island? You might as well just like make the ring a promoter and just have them fight over there, man. Like, it just makes no sense. And they either gonna get like what happened with PBC. Like, the cable started taking all the money away from the PBC. They either gonna have that revoked from Paramount. Now they probably don't need that Paramount money. So then I just don't get why you guys didn't start on DAZN from the first spot. Like, to just start where all the boxing is already, bro. Like, it's on DAZN. Literally all the boxing is there except for PBC and now Zuffa. Pro Box is not there either. But like, Pro Box is on YouTube, so shout out to them. But I just think like it makes zero sense to why they're gonna sign these guys and then not have them fight on Paramount Plus. Like, if I'm Paramount Plus, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. I'm gonna be just pissed. He said, anyway, did 1 million pay-per-view buys. Just saying. Get back to work. Great live stream. Hit the like button. Salute. Yeah, anyways, another guy who can sell. He can definitely sell. He won't sell out the freaking T-Mobile though. He won't sell out the T-Mobile, but he's gonna sell pay-per-views. He said gas gonna hit $5. Whoa, that's nasty work, bro. He said 1 million in Japan. Everyone counts US numbers. The Live Gate did good though. Yeah, the Live Gate was like what? Number 4? I think it's number 4 all time. Junto and anyway, like their Live Gate was huge, and like what, Tokyo Dome was like 50,000, 60,000. Shout out to them, man. They did a dome fight. That's what we need over here. Dome fights. My man Trini BX said if Tank pay it forward and jump on David's undercard, it's a wrap. Ooh, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. He said Paramount Plus and Sky Sports paid for Zuffa boxing cards, number cards. They don't pay for the fighters. Yeah, but like that's my whole point. Is like, so you're gonna sign fighters, big names, like you want them to bring subscriptions to your platform, right? Like that's why you gave them all the money. You didn't give them money to just put like mid-level talent on your card, on your network, your channel. You're hoping that they're gonna bring the best. I would hope that was the conversation. Now, if Paramount Plus didn't have that, then it's like, yo, bro. Shout out to Toledo Trice. He said, who could do a dome fight in Canada to bring millions? Bro, let me see if I could bring the fucking Sky Dome up, bro. Who can do the Sky Dome fight, bro? Sky Dome fight is gone, bro. It's gone, by the way. It's going to be somewhere in fucking Riyadh now. But if I had to choose, bro, I think it'd be Christian and Billy and Canelo Alvarez, B. Just leave that shit open. See if it'll show it. I don't know if it'll show it. Fuck. It's a shitty picture. Can I blow this picture up, bro? Like, come on. Yeah, blow the dome up, bro. Oh, I gotta go in the images. I'm struggling here. My bad. Yeah, bro. Let's go ahead and just put the fucking ring somewhere in the middle there. Open up that dome at night. And yeah, I don't know who could fill it up, but I think Canelo could definitely fill it up, bro. It's got to be at night too, bro. It's got to be at night. When that shit's open at night, it's fucking great, especially for concerts, bro. That's the view from the top. That's why they say it's views, bro, out here. Shout out to Drake. He was doing his freaking his last episode in the CN Tower, bro. That was crazy. Too hard for the radio. He's freaking put that video up there. That's nuts, bro. But yeah, shout out to my guy Toledo Trice, man. Yo, Toledo Trice, I know you could appreciate that violence. And I know you was one of the guys too telling people about Ryan Rozicki and that violence that he likes to put down, bro. So shout out to Trice, bro. You know, he knows what it is. He knows what it is, bro. He said Trice came in guns blazing. Yeah, bro. But not honestly, I don't know if they're gonna bring in millions. Cause I think that dome can hold like, well, with a boxing event, it could probably hold like 60,000, bro. I don't think that shit gonna sell 60,000 to be real. I think they're gonna be giving away tickets for sure, bro. But yeah, people will be excited about that. That's an event that Dana White could definitely promote. I know the UFC, when it comes here to Toronto, it's huge, bro. Like y'all would have saw that when Floyd fought against Connor. When they came to Toronto, they did the Canada stop. Yeah, bro, that was a pro Connor crowd. Shout out to Donnie, said with TKO signing a deal with AZ to bring Zuffa boxing events, I can see Zuffa offering Benavidez a show in his hometown on a Zuffa card. No doubt, bro. Shout out to Benavidez. Going back home, bro. Arizona. Nah, they should bring him back home. I don't know if he needs to go back home. He might be the type of fighter now where he can just start selling it out in Vegas, building his profile in Vegas and all these other big venues, wherever they take him. But hey, if you want to do an AZ, then yeah, bro, go ahead. Do the AZ event. That'd be dope. I would not be mad at that. Shout out to Benavidez, man. He's a hell of a fighter. Hell of a fighter, as my man Floyd would say. But yeah, man. Coming weekend, we got Bam Rodriguez. I saw something about somebody said there's no buzz for that fight. You know, nobody's looking to watch the Bam Rodriguez fight. And I think that's complete cap, man, because if Bam Rodriguez go in there and stop Antonio Vargas, that Inoue fight is going to get much bigger, man. It's just going to be talked about in a whole different light. it's gonna get the respect it deserves, bro. And I think anyway, like we said, it's a big guy in the sport already. Bam Rodriguez is he's coming up right now. He's trying to get to where Anyway is. Obviously, Anyway's completed a lot already. Anyways, like I think Anyway, outside of Manny Pacquiao, he's gonna be one of the biggest like influences coming out of Asia, in terms of boxing. I think obviously Manny Pacquiao, 8 division champ, is the first guy we think of. But I think like Anyway gonna be a second, like, and some people like the younger generation, they might even throw Anyway ahead of Pacquiao because of the undisputeds and stuff like that. And times he's defended his ring title, they're gonna have conversations, bro. Just like, some of the young cats like to throw LeBron over MJ. It's gonna be like that in a way. Like it's gonna be a generational thing. Like they got to watch Anyway, so they'll appreciate Anyway more than Pacquiao. And they'll see, oh, Anyway got sparked out. Pacquiao got sparked out. People will use those conversations, bro. But I think the Anyway and Bam fight is obviously a super fight. I don't know when it would take. Like I think Bam gonna need some time, so I want it to take place in January, February. But they talking about like Anyway, he gets busy, man. He doesn't like to sit around and wait for fights. He rather fight. So I can see him taking a fight in like October, November, and I'm just hoping. I'm hoping, bro. I'm hoping that everything goes well, bro. He said the marketing Bam good for this. I got Bam steamrolling Vargas. Yeah, I saw the little trailer they did, Malcolm. That was dope, man. That trailer was nice, man, that they did for Bam Rodriguez. They need to do more stuff like that, bro. He said the longer they wait, the higher the chance for Bam, man. I still edge Anyway. Yeah, it's going to be a tough fight, bro. Shout out to Trilosophy in the building. Salute. He in the building, man. He said, condolences. Oh, shoot, what happened, bro? To all the victims from the Toledo shooting. Damn, bro. There was a shooting out there in Toledo, man. Yo, Trice, I hope everybody's good out there. Hope your fam's all good, bro. Never want to hear things like that going on, bro. And it's crazy, bro, because, like, I don't think I can ever, bro, I have to, like, search it on Google. I can't tell y'all when there was a school shooting here in Canada, bro. Like, just across the country. Like, not even where I'm from. I don't even know if there's been a school shooting in my province or my state where I'm from. But, yeah, I hope everybody's good out there, man. Hope everything's good out in Toledo. Shout out to Malcolm. He said, what throws me off is he said one more fight, then he's going to 126. Who, Anyway? Nah, bro. He better stay, bro. He better stay somewhere. We trying to get that Bam fight. Shout out to my guy Chad in Canada. What's going on, Chad? Nah, man. Anyway, better not run up to 126. Because, like, I feel like Anyway, he gonna be small at 26, man. He's like even Junto Nakatani looked kind of like way bigger than him in that fight. But hey, if you want to go up there and do that, that's what greatness look like, man. So it's kind of like up Anyway's alley, man. Like he likes doing great things. So I'm not gonna hold him back. I'm not gonna be mad at it. Shout out to Anyway, man. He said it's all in the US. Yeah, bro. It be nuts, bro. Some of them videos I be seeing, I'm like, bro, what the hell? Like, why would dude just do that, bro? It was Nakatani, and then one more. I personally wanted him to fight Espinoza or another champ. Maybe the Shushu fight finally happens then. It's like they both at top rank. I know Shushu got a fight coming up in July next month. It's probably the easiest fight for them to make. Oh, Espinoza's at top rank too, though. And Angelo Leo's at top rank, so he can pick any those guys, really. It's probably Leo, though, because Leo would then be under the 10-pound. Yeah, he'd be under the 10-pound rehydration clause. So, like, Anyway coming up, you don't want to let the guy blow up too big. So it's probably going to be Angelo Leo if you want to go the IBF route. Yeah, he said one more. He said I was more for Nakatani Bam. Ooh, that'd be a good fight. That'd be a good fight, bro. Yeah, Trice, man. I hope everybody's good up, man. He said that was right in your neighborhood, dog. Damn, man. I hope everybody's good. Hope you good, champ. Hope your fam's good, and hope everybody figure that thing out, man. I get it. I get why y'all got guns. Trust me, I get it, bro. But stupid people shouldn't have guns, bro. That's for real. I don't even know how. Like, I feel like you can just get a gun anywhere in America, can't you? Like, it no like real regulations, and like here in Canada, like if you hunting, because I know most people that have guns here that they do hunting. If you have a gun, bro, like you gotta like call somebody when you taking it out. You gotta have it tagged. You gotta have a certain storage spot in your house, and they do all these like checks. Like, and then some seasons they don't even let you like take it out. Like you gotta get a tag too, and if you don't get a tag, you can't go hunting, man. Shout out to Donnie, says Shushu the easiest one to beat though. Angelo Leo might be too strong for anyway. Dang. Even with the rehydration, eh? Yo, Angelo Leo, he do be knocking people out though. Shushu. Yeah, man, I think he been struggling to make the weight too, Shushu. But yeah, 126. If anyway gets there, does that make him a 5-division champ? Cause like I feel like he been through a bunch of divisions already, man. You know, let me just Google that, man. See how many divisions he's won already. Cause I feel like anyways, like he gotta be a 4-division champ. Didn't he start at like 108 or something like that? Yo, is anyway. Let's see what he is. Let's see. Oh, he is a 4-division champ. So yeah, he's won belts in lightweight, light fly, super fly, bantam, super bantam. I thought he skipped a division though. Yeah, but he's won one in those categories, and if he wins featherweight, that make him a 5-division champ, which is crazy. Shout out to him, man. Oh, he skipped 112. Okay, that's what happened. Yeah, because I'm like, I thought he skipped one. Yeah, so that's crazy. He could be a 5-division champ right now, looking at us that being a rare 6-division champ. And yeah, I say rare because I don't know, man. I don't know how you guys feel about Pacquiao. I'm not a Pacquiao hater. I just think he's truly a 6-division champ, not an 8. But yeah, it put him in the rare company with only Oscar De La Hoya and Manny Pacquiao being a 6-division champ. If he did 112, but still, I think there's still rare company with 5-division champ. Let me see how many. I still think there's not that many 5-division champs in boxing history. How many 5-division champs? And you know, Shakur, he's kind of creeping up on that 5-division champ as well, I believe. He's at 4-2. So the 5-division champs in the history of boxing is Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, Thomas Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, Floyd Mayweather Jr., and Terrence Crawford. So yeah, those are that's elite company, bro. You know, they also got Clarissa Shields there. We're going to put her in there for sure. Just because she's a female. We're not leaving her off. She's also a 5-division champ. That's insane. That's a lot of greatness right there. And that's what Inoue can enter, and then possibly, you know, my man freaking Shakur Stevenson can enter in those waters if he gets to 147 and wins a belt, right? That'd be freaking awesome, man. Oh, he was all set to fight Chocolito, but then at 112, but then Chocolito lost. Was that when he lost to Estrada? I don't know. I know Chocolito, he lost to a few guys. He had like a run, and then he like went cold almost. He was like one of the pound for pound fighters at that time. So other guys had fights, so he moved to 115 for the Super Series. And if memory serves, okay. And then that's when he won undisputed probably in the Super Series. And that's all the belts weren't there. But nah, shout out to anyway, man. Oh my God, Trice out here. I hope he wasn't in the back too long. What's going on, my brother Trice? What's up, bro?
Yow.
What up? What up?
What up, though? My guy Ryan. I just wanted to check in real quick, man. You know I was tuned in to that violence this weekend, man.
Yeah, I know
That
you
shit was,
were.
yeah, of course. That was real violence, man. White on white violence, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. They not ready
That
for
shit was
that.
no, that shit was very wicked, man. I know them motherfuckers probably still in the hospital as we speak, man. It was different in there. That man Rozicki, he's different, man. He's
Yeah,
different.
man.
He was taking punishment. Shout out to Chris Billiam Smith though. He pulled that out, man. That was
Right? Shout out
that
to
was
him.
crazy. That whole card was actually pretty crazy. There was a whole lot of knockouts on there. It was only like one fight that went and of course it was the heavyweights that went the distance. That was
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
saying that too. I'm like, this don't look like a Zuffa card, bro.
yeah, man. I hate heavyweight boxing. That just proves my point right there. Why I'm not a heavyweight boxing fan. I only really like Jared Anderson. In
Mm,
all sincerity, when we talking heavyweights, like I tell people, I think that heavyweight boxing is like shoes. The
yeah.
bigger you get up in sizes, the uglier things start to look. You feel me?
Uh
It's
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just like
yeah. That
shoes.
makes
You
sense.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, shoes look better on smaller feet, man. It's the same with boxing. The boxing look better at smaller weight classes, man. I'm not a fan of that heavyweight boxing. It'd be deplorable. It'd be horrible things going on in there, unless people is getting knocked out in there. But other than that, it's nasty. It's nasty to look at. It's
Yeah,
nasty to look.
man.
But yeah, what'd you think of your man Ryan Rozicki though? Was you were you were you were
I was
you hurt?
I was
Did
kind
he
of
do anything you
expecting
didn't?
that, that type of performance. I wasn't too hurt, man. Like I felt like the ref was being real biased, dog. Like ref was pissing me off, man. But um, Ryan Rozicki fights one way, man. So I knew if he was gonna get him, it had to be early. I didn't expect no decisions. We weren't looking at that.
No, that's a fact.
And I
Definitely
was
wasn't
like,
looking at the
but shout
decision.
out to Chris Smith, man, because he dogged it out, man. I didn't know that's the whole thing. I thought like, Ryan was he's gonna impose his will so much. Bill Smith gonna break eventually. And he didn't, man. He weathered the storms and they kept him in there and he did his thing. So shout out to Chris Smith. He hugs a lot though, man. I didn't like the hugging, yo. I was like, damn,
Hey,
get
he
off
had to
my
do
man.
something to smother that
Yeah, he
pressure,
did.
man.
He did.
That was your man's was coming. Ryan Rozicki, he was. You had to smother him. I would imagine if I was coaching, that's what I would. Hey, tie him up.
Yeah.
Tie him up. Tie
Yeah,
him up.
they
He doing
did
a
they
lot.
did good that way because he tie him up and then he like walk him back, so he put his body on him, try to tire him out. They knew what they were doing, man, and they had a good game plan. And Chris Smith, he weathered the storm and he got through it.
Facts. I also want to say shout out to Chev Clark, man. I don't know if you caught
Mm.
that fight.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, man. Shout out to him. That was a way to turn the ties, man, because he was fucking around about to lose that fight, man. He got
Yeah,
dropped and then came back and stopped Jack Macy. That was how you do that. Shout out to Chev Clark. I was happy to see that, man.
yeah. I thought he was
The
done,
Jamaican
bro.
brother.
Yeah, man. I thought he was done, man. He got dropped. I was like, oh man, because I didn't know one that he was even dropped from Matchroom, so I was surprised to see him on there. And then
Word.
like, yeah, it's like, damn, bro, he lost to Vidal Riley. Like, he's a good fighter, but damn, you're gonna get stopped by Macy, man, who Opatai just destroyed.
Facts.
Not a
Definitely
good look.
destroyed it.
But hey,
Nah,
he got through it. Like you said, he turned the tide, man.
no,
That was
that's a fact.
crazy.
He put on for Jamaica, man. To get Jamaican peoples, man. I know
Yeah,
that.
he
I
did.
know that's your brother.
Yes, sir. That's why I didn't want to see him down like that. Say, hold on, bro. Hold on.
No word. I will say that in all sincerity, that made me look at Opatai a little bit different too, because Jack Macy he was looking good.
No, he was. Mm-hmm.
That shed some light for me on Opa, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of them guys who like, who the fuck did Opatai fight? He crushing up nobody, he crushing up cans, you feel me? He
Mm-hmm.
get a lot of credit for crushing up cans. I get that
Yeah.
he breaking necks and breaking backs, but I thought them guys, I thought Massey was one of the better guys but no, I get Opatai, that made me look at Opatai record a little different. I'm not gonna lie. That made me want to see the Benavidez fight a little bit more. I'm not gonna lie. That
Yeah.
sheds some light on some things.
Nah, I want to see the
But
Benavidez fight too, man. I think that's a good fight for sure. It's just like, can they stick around and wait for it to materialize? Because obviously Benavidez is gonna want to come in with another belt if he can get one, especially if Mauricio's trying to hand you one. He's trying to give you that Ryan Garcia treatment. Like, yo, you telling Noel you gotta fight him. Like, you better not go in negotiations over there with Jack.
No, that's the fact.
You're gonna lose your belt.
McKaylen definitely trying to. I mean, Mauricio definitely trying to serve McKaylen up on the plate. No, you accurate, but it all makes sense.
Yeah, it's
it all
nasty.
makes sense.
Nasty work,
Very
man. I don't like it, but you know,
I wouldn't be surprised to see Ryan Garcia and him on the card together. I feel like, you know, they've been on some buddy.
Oh, him and David. Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ryan and David, they like besties now or something. I could see them doing that double header action.
Yeah, man.
Like,
you see, I don't know what's going on with Ryan Garcia, because what are we in? We're in June, July, August, September. The man's in Japan, bro, throwing around shit at his brother and going in the 7-Eleven bothering the dudes. Like, he's streaming in Japan right now. And I'm like,
really?
Why does the man say he fighting Conor Ben, but he's streaming in Japan, bro?
Hey, that's his marketing play. That's how he markets.
That is, yeah.
That's his game, man. That's what he do.
Oh, man.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Nah, he crazy, bro.
And speaking of Japan, I'm hearing y'all talk about the Bam and the Inoue fight.
Mm-hmm.
That see, I don't this Antonio Vargas. I don't know the odds. Y'all can gamble? I don't know. Y'all got odds on that fight?
Oh yeah, we can gamble, man. I haven't even seen it yet, but
okay.
I went to check it last night, but I didn't see the Bam and Antonio Rodriguez fight on the book yet.
Oh, okay. Somebody was telling me that they got like minus 500 for Vargas to get stopped or some shit like that. Antonio Vargas to get stopped. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
You think he gonna get? I mean, I guess that's not surprising because Bam is, you know, that's Bam, pound for pound guy. So I guess, but
damn,
I
minus 500 for the stop.
That's what somebody was telling me, man. I don't gamble. That's not my bag. That's not my forte. But no, that's what somebody was telling me. I'm like, damn, so they just assume he got to get put away. But I guess he got dropped in his last couple fights. I only seen like his last 2 fights for real. So
yeah, he got dropped, and what I would assume was a tune-up. Like, I never really knew the dude, and he got dropped like later in the fight. So yeah, I can see why people saying that.
It's nasty. I would have liked to seen Bam fight Takuma anyway, Naoya's little brother, man.
Bro, that's what I was saying, man. I'm like, go beat the little bro. So now big bro got to come outside.
Exactly. He could have, then anyway could have shown Shakur how this shit is done. When you beat up on little bro, you bring the monster out. Shakur could have been taking notes. Yeah, but nah, man. I guess we get Vargas. I'm not mad at it, but I'm bullshitting because I am a little mad at it because I don't even think that Vargas, in my eyes, I don't view him as the real champ. Because my guy says
Susumi.
Yeah, he won the belt, but he already had the belt in that Nonito fight, but he got injured in that fight, and they put champion in recess. So that, to me, that's the champ. That's who I view as the champ.
Yeah,
and he beat Takuma Inoue already, so it's like that's the guy I view. But hey, it is what it is. That's boxing for you.
Yep.
They got to put a belt on somebody. I get it.
Man, for real. My man Malcolm said Vargas is like Elijah Garcia. Okay. Antonio Vargas. A lot of promise.
Oh, man. The PBC guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's no good.
Just lost to Kevin Newman.
Yeah, that's no good then. That's no good. Because I thought Elijah Garcia had lost that fight to Terrell Gachet too. They robbed my guy. That's no good. So this probably will be a stoppage then.
Yeah. Yeah, my man Donnie's right, man. Saseo got beat up by Nonito, man. I was surprised by that too. Shout out to Nonito down there.
Yeah, man, that's a puncher, man. That's a legend, man. My guy won the fight, though. Don't do that, man. Shout out to Sus Me. He won the fight, man. Don't do that. He just took a little damage, man. That's the puncher he was in there with, man.
Yo, man,
Just
I
took a
thought
little damage.
Nonito was gonna get destroyed, and then he was doing that. I was like, oh man.
No, he still got it. He like 40 something. Still got it.
Yeah,
That is,
man.
it's very crazy. Very crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Do you know who all on that BAM card? Who else fighting on there?
I know there's a rematch there from that Navarrete card. Those two dudes who had a draw, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The first fight, that was a damn good fight, actually.
Yeah.
They robbed my guy.
They're gonna settle it. They're gonna settle it now. So that's a rematch. Other than that, I don't really know like what's on there that's really good. It's in Arizona, so I'm guessing they're gonna have a lot of hometown guys on the card.
Okay. Oh shit! I'm looking at the card right now. They got Elif Nurtahan on that card.
What?
I'm fucking with that.
For real?
She on there. She defending her belt.
She coming over to America? Oh shoot! I hope she get on the mic and call out. Yo, Stephanie Hahn and Caroline, bro.
Hey man, I like it. I like her. She a knockout artist. That's one of the rare knockout artists that we got in women's boxing.
Yeah, and she be like fighting for it. Like she looking for it the whole fight.
That's a fact. Speaking of women's boxing, don't forget, man, we got O'Shea Jones, man, Toledo, Ohio, in the building.
Oh yeah, this weekend too.
Yeah.
Carranza, she in a rematch as well, right?
Yeah. The rematch with Elliot Carranza. She's getting beat on again.
That first fight was good. I like that first fight.
Yeah, man. They was playing games where they tried. I was a little nervous. The scorecards were shaky. I didn't like what I seen there. That was a little. You had me on the edge of my seat. I didn't like. Yeah, that was very too close. I didn't like. It shouldn't have been that. It wasn't really that close though. I didn't like what they were doing there. That was nasty work.
Nah, that's gonna be good, man. Especially like they got like what Tierra Brown on that too.
Yep.
She defending her title. Oh yeah, Evelyn Bermudez. She got a bunch of belts. That's an MVP card. Damn.
Yeah. MVP. It's gonna be on ESPN Plus.
Shout out
I know
to
everybody
MVP.
act like they got rid of it though. I know everybody act like they got rid of the ESPN when they got rid of Top Rank. You know how people are, but I still got mine. I'll shout out to Hulu. It's the bundle package.
Hey, the Hulu can't get that up.
That's a fact.
Nah, that's for real, bro. That's gonna be a good card though for the women. I mean, Tierra Brown, she hasn't been in the ring in a minute, so shout out to her, man. She's getting back in there.
Word. I just wanted to call and check in, man, with you and see what you had your thoughts on that Ryan Rozicki. When you get him back on the show, man. By the way,
hell yeah, I'm gonna get him back on, but I'm gonna let him rest, enjoy his time with his lady and his family, heal up, and then I'm gonna definitely get him back on, man.
I'm sure he got a bag too. That Zuffa, Zuffa they act like they throwing out money, man. So I'm sure he got a nice little check, man. Them Canadian dollars spending well, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, man. I'm sure he gonna feel real good when he see that hit his put his freaking money in the bank, man. It's gonna look good when that USDA convert over.
Word. Oh, and I hope that you get the other I like to call her the other Caroline though. What is it, Vier?
Oh, Vier? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I think she got a fight coming up. I think she in camp at least.
Oh, where? Okay, she defending the strap. That's WBC. I would like her to get that Alicia fight, man. I would like to see that for her, man. That'd be hard.
Hey,
or
man.
At least her and Nurtahan would be a good fight, man. I like to see that, man. Something like that. Man.
Yeah. Nah, she got to fight one of these girls.
Where I like her, man. I like her. Shout out to her. She made me a fan on the interview. I was a fan.
Yeah, she said she wanted that smoke with Alicia.
Yeah, I seen that. Shout out to her. But yeah, man, I just wanted to check in, man. Like I say, talk about this white on white violence, man. I want to see it.
Yeah.
But shout out to you, Ryan, man. You be cool, man.
Shout out to you, Toledo Trice, man. My guy, man. Make sure you guys check him out. Big Trice, big Ohio, man. In the building. But yeah, man, salute, man. I'm about to head on out. I gotta work tonight, unfortunately, so I'm gonna go get some Z's. And yeah, listen to the boxing voice maybe. I'll tune in. I'll probably be back on Thursday night to do the preview show for the BAM and all the fights this weekend. Talk about it. We definitely gonna be betting. So join the members, $1 a month, and show some love to the stream. Smash the like button. I'm your host. I'm your boy, Ryan from the 6. We out, man. Peace.